Hello, it's Rich here, and there's something in my hands. What is it? Well, it's a Positive Grid Spark amp. Now, there are lots and lots of videos on this on YouTube, lots of very in-depth reviews, which is not going to be this. But I just wanted to tell you why I bought it and my first impressions, having played 6 or 7 different guitars through it in a shop. Now, it's a bit of an emotive topic, the Spark, because people keep comparing it to the Yamaha THR, which I think is slightly unfair because the THR Yamaha, the THR 10, the 20 watt, is 25 to 30% more expensive than this. So yes, they're similar in size, and some people might compare sound for sound a little bit and some of the features, but it's not exactly like for like. I also know quite a few people have kind of slated the Spark a bit, really, saying it's too muddy, I can't get the sounds I want. But then you'll see other people who say, I love the Spark, it's brilliant, it's everything I want. So it's horses for courses, isn't it? But also, in terms of expectation and aspiration, those are also two different things. So this sounds better and has way more features than my Blackstar ID Core 20 version 3. So to me, listening to it played through a number of guitars in the shop, sounds much better. And the options that it has, way more vast. So even the options just on top of the amp before you start playing around with the app, lots of good things. And then the app itself, lots of many more good things. Let's get it out of here. So those people are saying, well, it's not very good and it doesn't do this and it doesn't do that. Perhaps they've got valve amps already. Perhaps their expectations are misplaced. Who knows? Here's a box with a power supply. Nice to know it's got the right kind of power supply for the UK, and it also comes with a USB. That's good, like that. Yeah, so if you've got a super big loud amp and you get this and you're expecting too much, then well, maybe you shouldn't. Now, in terms of just its general cost versus other bigger amps, you can get a Boss Katana for a bit less money than this. So, 50 watt big amp does lots of things. So you might say, well, that then doesn't make the Spark very good value. But it's not like for like, is it? Again, it's a different kind of thing. Space for me is an absolute premium. So a tabletop or a desktop amp is all I can do. So then you're really limited on choice. And for amps to sound better and be smaller, they generally need more tech or better quality components, don't they, to do that? Because what you really want is something that you can fit where it needs to fit, and at lower volumes still sounds worthwhile. And that's the thing with my Blackstar that I'm less keen on. That Blackstar ID Core for me, nice clean tones, pretty good crunchy tones. As soon as you get overdriven, I don't think they're very good. And I've been onto the Architect software and I've tried to make things better, and it's just not that good, really, for high overdrive kind of tones. And so I want more options. I want to be able to play different things and it still sound good, and I certainly want it to be sounding better at lower volumes, and the Blackstar just isn't it. Now the Blackstar's £150, something like that for the 20 watt one. I can't remember what I paid for it now, so that's fair enough. So again, it's not like for like, but here, and again, you've all seen these, it's heavy, which is reassuringly heavy. Goldy coloured knobs, they're pretty. Gold round the edges, corners. You can take this grill off as well. I saw Henning take his off, it's just velcroed on. Try that in a minute. It has a little leather strap to carry it with, which is like the ID Core 10, the original one actually, that I had a strap like this on it. Now, to give you a size comparison, this is the ID Core 20 that I've been using. Ouch. Oh, don't hold it like that. Lose my knuckles. Boink. So I'm going to hold them up. No, drop this. Don't drop it. Don't drop it. Just bought it. Well, you can see the speakers and the Blackstar in that angle as well. So they're similar in length. They are pretty much the same. But as you can see, it's a lot less deep. About the same that way. Sorry, so it's not as high. So it's a really usable amp to put in a small space. Now, I know some of the reviews quite often talk about what this looks like compared to what the Yamaha looks like. Could this just be on a shelf in your living room without it looking too obtrusive or whatever? And they say generally always say, oh, the Yamaha is nicer. Well, it's just a matter of opinion, isn't it? I'm just taking off the front cover now. Carefully, very carefully. So that is velcroed on. This is what it looks like underneath. There's your speakers. There we go. Put that back on. Positive grid. That little push. Safely back on. Poof. It feels paddy, but it's not. You can't push your fingers into it, but it's a nice tactile feel to it. It's not just hard plastic feel to it. It's got a much nicer feel than that. It's tactile, rounded sort of edges on it. Yeah, so I just really wanted to talk about why I bought it. So if you're in the market for something for home and you haven't got much space, you know, there just aren't too many options of a price point that you can do. You've got the Boss Katana Mini or Air or Fox Air. Those are way more expensive than this. There are some other things that you could do, but really, if you're interested in getting lots more sounds, better at lower volumes, the app's very useful. Lots of things you can do on there. You can use it as a Bluetooth speaker as well. There are lots of things you can do on it. So my experience so far, Blackstar ID Core 10 watt and 20 watt, they've been okay for what they are, but this is a definite upgrade. And now really for me, practicing at home, I just won't need another amp. Now, the only time I'll need to get something else, or want something else, is if I move somewhere and I've got more space and more money and I can make more noise. So none of those things are going to be happening anytime soon. So you also get a little bit of that buy cheap, buy twice. It's not really fair, is it? Actually, it's the bottom of it, it's got rubber feet. Because the Blackstar is good for what it is, but you know, if you can wait and save up and get what you really want, just get the thing you want straight away. So I'll be putting that Blackstar on eBay. It cost me, so I'm sure it's about £150, something like that. And I'll probably get £60, 70 if I'm lucky. So, you know, it's quite a big hit. So there we go. And so from now on videos, it'll be on. And what I'll endeavour to do is just tell you what kind of settings I've put it on when I'm playing something. So you get an idea as to what I'm doing, whether it's the manual settings on the top, yep, or stuff on the app. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll catch you later.